You wanna come up here? Come here. You can do this with me. Okay. He wants to do this intro with me, I guess. Hey guys, my name is Sarah Wisted and welcome back to my channel. I am about to head out for the lake, so I'm filming this super quickly and then I'm running out the door. I'm gonna show you kind of what we've done just on this initial renovation. There are some big things. Obviously we got our floors done, so if you've been following me on Instagram, I've already kind of talked about that. But we also did our staircase, which you guys have been really excited about. We have been calling the whole staircase thing the Great Spindle Debate, which was essentially my desire for the staircase was to do drywall. And I know that might sound weird if you don't know what I'm talking about, but if you want to look more into that, I have a full highlight called Home Reno on my Instagram profile. So if you look in that, there's more explanation as to what I had pictured our staircase to look like. And I'm excited about what it turned out to be. So I'm just gonna show you guys this full renovation situation that we've done. And then, yeah, maybe I'll come back after and talk to you a little bit more about it because I know you're kind of here to see it and not necessarily me to talk about it. So let's dive right in. Okay, so I'm gonna start out in the foyer area. I'm gonna try not to talk too much about the floors or the staircase because I'm going to dive further detail into that after I show you. So if you're interested in hearing kind of how we did what we did, who we used, and basically just the details if you want to redo it yourself, then stay tuned for that. But let me show you everything and then I will get into the details. Okay, so really quick, just ignore this green tape. We still want to touch up some of the baseboards just because the floors, after we got them done, it's natural for your baseboards to just get a little dirty, so we wanted to touch this up. So ignore the green tape that you might see throughout the house. But here is the foyer area, and the main difference that we did here is that we've painted everything white. So it all used to be a flat gray, and it was contractor grade paint, so there was a lot of marks on the walls. It just got really dirty really quickly, so a fresh coat of paint really does change everything. I'm so happy with it. We ended up going with we ended up going with Sherwin Williams Alabaster. It looked the closest to Benjamin Moore Cloud White, which is what we were looking at, but we had so many walls to fill. We just went with Sherwin Williams because it was a better price point for us. I'm gonna turn you guys around this way. This is such a vibe. We painted this door black. I can't remember what it was before, if I'm being honest, but we painted it black and it was just the door originally, but we ended up painting all of the surround as well. So now it looks let me back up a bit more. Now it just looks like one big gigantic door versus just the door itself being painted. So I thought that was a really cool touch. We still haven't changed out the hardware in the door yet, but that will come soon. And the door color we used was Sherwin Williams Tricorn Black. This is our dining room. Still need to change out this light fixture, but everything else is painted fresh. We took out our dining room table. We're actually gonna stain, well, it's not a stain, but we're going to match the top of the table with the floors. So it'll look like it all blends together. Taylor really wants to paint the table black, so I'm still debating on whether I let him do that or not, but I think I wanna have it stain the same color as the floors. All right, you guys ready for this reveal? We're about to walk in and see the staircase. It turned out so much better than what I had hoped for. Those of you who follow along with me on Instagram know that I was hardcore wanting a drywall staircase where you don't see any of the lines, no distractions, but Taylor won, and I'll explain more as to why later in the video. But mainly, the main things that I wanted to show you here is that we did a natural wood top that's actually the same color as the floors. So I'm not jumping around with different colors. It's all pretty much blended together. The other thing that I wanted to point out that I was so stressed about. The staircase that we had before, the posts had to go on the top. I just wanted the rail to be on top the entire way down, especially because we couldn't really build in any curves. I mean, we could have, but everything else is angular, like right here, that it would have looked weird if it curved down and curved around, which I really love curves, but it just, the staircase, it really didn't work that way. So I'm just so grateful for this. Let me get closer to it. Oh, I wanna mention there's green tape here too. We have not painted like the risers, so you'll notice that the risers are not painted. We haven't painted this part either, so that will be coming. But everybody voted that you wanted to see the staircase now, so I'm showing it to you now because I have no idea when we'll actually do the painting part of it. This, you guys, is my absolutely favorite part, is the ending of the stairwell that goes straight down like that. This was my idea, and I'm pleasantly surprised. The sales guy was like, I don't think we can do it. And then the guy who installs it was like, we can definitely do that. And it looks so good. So as you see here, I'm gonna just go ahead and take you upstairs. We have not painted the risers. This will all be white as well. This is still gray from, we haven't done anything in the kitchen and like informal living space, so I have to paint this white. But everything else is painted white, and then the risers will be painted white as well. So just to show you more close detail, the rail matches the floors, and like I said, I'm obsessed with that. I wanted as the least amount of color as possible, or like switch up in color and texture. So we went with the same wood type, it's white oak. And then just black iron balusters, which at some point, we're hoping to get black iron doors right here, so that will match. Okay, going upstairs. Look at this roundabout. The other thing I want to mention is the stair guys replaced it. Oh my god, I can't even speak. I'm also like out of breath. But they replaced it's called nosing. So it's this edge that goes all the way around. We used to have one that was more beveled, so more rounded and just less modern. So they now have like the square, straight edge, which looks so good. View from above. So I do want to mention that this little setup right here actually goes in the den, which is right there. But we have it in here because we wanted to see what it would be like to have furniture in this room. And it's kind of cool. So just if you're worried, we're not going to block the fireplace like that. I'm hoping to get like a modular sectional that has the L this way, and then maybe 2 like chairs on that side. All right, so this is our new hallway. It's kind of exciting because everything is nice and bright, fresh coat of paint. These were in our old house, so we're just gonna hang them up in this hallway. The other thing that we did up here, and just we're gonna do throughout the house, is switch out the hardware. So we did black hardware, just black like angular. I'm not gonna lie, I was kind of looking at something else other than just like the plain black like angular hardware, but it wasn't really that big of a deal to me, and that's what Taylor wanted, so we went with this. And it looks pretty clean, definitely modern. This is our second guest bedroom, or one day hopefully a kid's room. And then our main guest bedroom. So we replaced, we actually added all the recessed lighting, which I think I mentioned to you on a vlog that I posted recently. But we also added this fan. Fans when you sleep, I swear, just like change everything, like being able to move the air around. It's so nice. All this is old furniture, Taylor's old office setup, so got some styling to do, but that's okay. We have not done anything to the bathrooms yet, so I'm not even gonna show you. Here is my office. I'm so excited. This piece, you guys, I am so happy. Like, this is really not part of this whole video, but I'm just gonna quickly tell you about this piece. This is a vintage coffee table, and if you look on like Cherish or other vintage like furniture resale sites, they go for like 500 plus. So I got this thing for $50 on Facebook Marketplace, and I literally could not be happier. I am gonna put a rug in this room. I've already ordered that. I'm gonna switch this couch out to be white at some point, and I think I'm gonna do like a white, it'll be like a, I'm literally losing my words, what am I trying to say? Like a white storage, like low to the ground cabinet thing. That's gonna probably be from IKEA because I love IKEA. And then I wanna put some sort of like very minimal art on the wall that I'll probably do. Hey guys, about to go to the lake. Do you like my lake outfit? This is just my desk area. I hate dual screens. I feel like they're so ugly looking, but they're so necessary for work. And yeah, that's everything upstairs. Okay, let me go back down and I'll show you the master. We'll make a pit stop in the powder room. Everything is white and bright. You can't really tell, but this is actually now kind of yellowish. Maybe you can tell, I can kind of see it, but compared to the white, because this is bright and new. But I think we're gonna try and refinish this. I saw that you can buy like refinishing paint for stuff like this, like a countertop like this. So we're gonna try it out. Apparently it smells really bad though, so we'll see. Gotta hang this mirror. This is in our old house. Taylor painted, he spray painted this black. It used to be like this gold color. So what's really exciting about this room is we're actually going to go a little crazy in here when we decide to decorate it. So I just told him for now, we'll just paint everything white and just spray paint that and probably buy like the cheapest black version of like a faucet. Because one day I'm gonna blow it out and do some crazy design in here, but totally not a priority. We gotta get a new toilet too. Okay, on to our master. Here's our master. I'm so excited. My whole goal with the master bedroom is that I really wanted it to feel like resort, like an escape. I mean, everything in our house is white anyway, but I literally wanted this room to be like all white, some greenery, which I don't know if that's gonna stay there. That actually usually goes in the den or informal living space. But we just brought it in here because we, I don't know, wanted to try it out. I think I'm gonna get two like comfy white chairs to go here on this side with a little coffee table, or not a coffee table, like a side table. And then maybe some sort of like huge piece of artwork or something there. I don't really know what I want to do, but yeah, it all looks so good. And yeah, it just looks peaceful. Before we go upstairs and chat about the different options that I had and why I went with what I went, I wanted to show you guys a close-up of this hardwood. Like, it looks so good. Let me go upstairs and show you, because these are the, they refinished these, so this is the wood that was already here that they just refinished to be, it's called white, what's it called? Nordic Seal by Bona. But let me show you upstairs, because they actually installed like wider planks. And I love the wider plank look. I wish I could have the ones that are like this wide, but those are so expensive, and we're just kind of working with what we've got. So let me go show you upstairs. Okay, so here is upstairs. You see how the planks are just a little bit wider than they were down below. I love this look, and it's just so beautiful. They did such a good job. Okay guys, so that was our initial renovation tour. So I think the main things that we did on this initial like pass through is we obviously painted everything white. So like we said, we're doing Sherwin Williams Alabaster, and we did it in the Duration paint, which is a higher quality paint because we assume that we're going to be here a very long time and we don't want it to turn yellow over time, so we invested in the higher quality. I don't think it's the highest, but it's up there. Satin on the walls, semi-gloss on all the trim and doors. So yeah, I mean, it's just easier to clean if you do it that way. Obviously, a flat paint is beautiful, but you cannot clean it with anything. So we just went with the satin on the walls. Paint, the next thing that we did was change out most of the hardware. I say most because there's still some places that we need to like update. But the hardware, it's just the black hardware that you see on all the doors. We bought a new toilet for the powder room. What else? And then obviously we got our floors done, which I did want to explain to you kind of the process that we went to get our floors done. I am so type A. I feel like some of you must know that by now, but I am very particular, and floors are obviously a huge project. It's a huge part of your house. I wanted our house to feel airy, kind of like a, I don't know if resort's the right word because I'm kind of leaving the resort area into our master, but I want it to feel like light and bright and clean, minimal. You guys know all of the words. So I was just kind of going for that, and I feel like the lighter floors was like the choice, it was the move for that. I interviewed probably, I want to say 5 people. I think I had 6 on the schedule, but we canceled after we interviewed this last person who ended up doing our floors. Guys that we ended up hiring, they're called Peach State Hardwood. They're here in Atlanta. So if you guys have a hardwood flooring like need, I think they might do more than just hardwood floors, but if you have a need for that, definitely reach out to them. They really guided me on like the color to choose because I wanted the like bleached white wood, like Scandinavian look. And he did warn me that if we bleached the hardwoods that you could never do anything to your hardwoods ever again. Like it just ruins the wood apparently. And me being so indecisive, I'm like, I can't do that. I can't bleach the hardwoods, I can't ruin them. So he directed us to go with Bona Nordic seal, which is not a stain, it's just a seal. And the more layers you put on top, the lighter they get. And so we used 2 layers of Bona Nordic seal, no stain. So after the natural floors were there, they put 2 layers. Well, I think they might have sealed them first and then put Nordic seal on top. I'm not really sure how that went, but I know that we had 2 layers of Nordic seal and 2 layers of like sealing layer, like the clear layer. One of them was like the Bona high traffic sealant, so we had to use that for sure. And then on top we used like a matte seal. So we didn't want any shine in our floors. We wanted them to be super matte. So yeah, that's what we did with our floors, and I'm super happy with them. The last thing was the staircase. This was a huge debate, so I'll give you like the short rundown of kind of the debate that Taylor and I were going through. But essentially, I really didn't want spindles or balusters because I was so against like all like the repetition of lines, because I wanted in that space, in like the main living space, I really wanted the fireplace and the furniture to be like the focal point, and lines just tend to catch your eye. So the staircase is very distracting, and so I was really nervous that the new like spindles that we ended up putting in would be distracting. And to be fair, I still think they're distracting. I still would have loved to do the drywall, but I think for what we wanted to do, that was like the perfect solution, because the drywall we essentially would have had to rebuild the entire staircase. Without going into too much detail, just know that we had a prefabricated staircase, which is much harder to update than if you were to have, I guess, just a non-prefab staircase. And yeah, so our options were kind of limited unless we wanted to spend like all the money in the world, and we didn't really want to do that. We did actually spend a lot, which to me I was like, ugh, we're spending all this money and we're not getting like exactly what I want, but it turned out perfect. This is what Taylor wanted, and honestly, if we do decide to sell, it'll appeal to more buyers. So yeah, I'm kind of at peace with the whole thing. I think it looks good. It's as clean and minimal and modern as I could make it. I like how the handrail goes on top all the way down and it matches the floor. And yeah, I like that the spindles or the balusters are thin, but not too thin. So it all turned out really well, and I'm really excited. Okay, so my camera shut off again because I had only charged it as quick as possible, but I really am trying to get out of here. So I don't really know where I was in that spiel, but all I can say is that I am super happy with how the staircase turned out. I think that's pretty much it. I'm gonna start decorating. I'll show you guys, or I'll bring you along with how I'm decorating everything. My next big purchase is a couch for that main living area, which I am so indecisive, and I feel like a couch is such a big purchase that I'm just like having anxiety about it. But yeah, so I hope you guys liked this video. I'm sorry it was kind of quick and to the point, although you may like that. I personally tend to love to talk. So hopefully you guys like this video, and just continue following us along on our little renovation journey that we're doing. Let me know if you guys have any questions. I'll put the information of the people that we used for the renovation below. I'll link the hardware, and then I will put like details on like what we asked for. So if you have any questions about that, look below or just send me a comment or a message, and I would be happy to get back to you. So I hope you guys enjoyed this, and I will see you guys on my next video.